in the tournament. They haven't dropped a single map, dismantling complexity in a very, very convincing fashion as well. And so, yeah, I can completely understand why the majority of people alongside even the desk, even Twitch chat as well, agree that VP should be the favorites.
Absolutely, and we look at FURIA as a pick here on Inferno. They're going to be starting on the T side. Now, a big player, big talking point is Safe coming into this team. He struggled with some T side opening earlier today. We'll see if that is going to happen here in Inferno. Often can be the case. For Virtus.pro, Alan pointed out, this is a very comfortable veto for them, Blatt, and we're hopping right into the pistol. Grand finals time here at ESL Challenger 48. Everything on the line. The two best teams in the competition have made it here, and now they're battling it out to see who really is the best as they head into the biggest event of the year in just a few days' time at Intel Extreme Masters Katowice. There's a lot on the line here.
Absolutely. For both these teams, right, they're just like using this event as kind of a prep, but winning this means something, right? It's the two best teams, FURIA with the dark horse, VP with the favorites, and here we are in the finals. And I have to agree with you and Alan as well. If you look at the maps being picked over here, it is definitely going to be favoring the side of VP. But FURIA, they've shown tenacity. Sure, they were challenged quite a bit, pushed all the way to map number 3 by 9Z. But we see these sort of problems when it comes to these domestic matchups.
Well, here we are, right into the action. Smoke out long. It's a Moto setup as well for FURIA. Double smoke in towards A. They're looking to pinch for the side through short. And with this setup for Virtus.pro, there is no one in the site. So it is a Virtus.pro retake setup. They've got a kid on the back of Yukindar. Caserato, he could shut down the banana flank though, and he's got one. Kindar's the kit. Yukindar is the kit carrier. And for Virtus.pro, for him to go down in mid, that would be an absolute disaster.
Oh, that's a clean shot coming in, and there we go. It's been saved. They have the smoke in the hands of Yukindar. One smoke, 2 flashbangs, and a nade for Kickert as a retake is on. It's a 4 versus 4, and here they come slowly making the way into the bomb site.
Well, Jim now moving his way forward. He's had some absolute highlights inside of this A site, but not in this pistol. Safe, Art, they bring it down, and FURIA with the pistol.
Aim with the op of his own. Yet to get off the mark. Just 2 kills thus far for VP in the 3 rounds we've seen so far. But now the guns are out, and now it's going to be the first real test for FURIA here against the rifles, this defense of VP.
Well, Kickert playing towards Boiler early, gets the timing to not get caught by drop, and in fact, Kickert will remove himself and dropping back to play from short side instead. That could have been an early skirmish, an engagement that could have went down in the apartments, but the Virtus.pro player decides to back away. FURIA will have control of the apartments for the time being. In terms of Banana, FURIA don't have anything. Virtus.pro clearing that out. So they've got all the info that Banana is not really being contested by the T side right now.
Eyes, yep, Buster. And they might even push on out here. They have to be wary of Safe, though. He's still holding the angle. They're on the clock, a lot of time to work with. And FURIA, they really haven't been going for much banana contestation. This is something that VP should be able to suss out eventually. As I say that, Slave's slowly going to be making his way up. He's going to be ably supported by Drop and Caserato as well. And still pressure being exerted by Yuri and Art towards brackets. And now with the Molotovs, with the utility being deployed, they know the jig is up. It's going to be the wraparound to be.
This is a great reposition from Jam. He reads it perfectly. He's even brought over a second player to back him out because they know what's happening. Jam sees the barrel. Easy first kill for Jam, and he wants another one. He is hungry to get started in this final, but Yuri will snap back, but that second rifler in position. It's now the B play, all coming in from Banana side, and you have to deal with Yukindar.
Yukindar, though, immediately, quickly repositioning himself. 19 seconds, they need to get the bomb done. Yukindar, gonna find one. They can't go for the plant, and Yukindar just shut it down. Even though the trade takes place, doesn't really matter. There's no time, and Safe in a 1v3.
He has got time for the plant. Problem is, it's the B side of Inferno, and he gets one pick, but flanked in Banana. Oh, it's unfortunate, but...
Go give it. Let's go take it. Art, though, okay, just scoped in.
Oh, the nade's gonna get him.
No, he survives. How does he survive?
Oh, the Mad Genius gets away. And that's the opening for FURIA. They've got Banana control as well. Criticism we had early on was they weren't really contesting Banana a whole lot. I love how they don't have a whole lot of utility on the T side, so Art just decided, you know what, I'll just run up Banana with an AWP, get through this side of the smoke.
How many times have we won rounds just based off Art doing that?
Yeah, it is ridiculous. It's a secret weapon, really. Something a lot of teams do not have.
Well, VP though, losing the man. I like this. They still have control of towards the arch side and Flit. Timing is everything. Incendiary is going to give away his position, but it's going to keep them at bay.
Oh, the chicken.
Poor chicken. It's fried beyond redemption. You can't even see the bones.
It's just disappeared.
Yep.
To the void.
F.
35 seconds left. Yuri looking to emerge from apartments. Information gathered. Buster swings out long. It's a solo play for Drop, and he's gone down. But look at this double stack inside of the site. Flit and Kicker are in such a good position, up and bottom. The double setup should be an absolute bloodbath for FURIA to run into, but Split swings wide, and that leaves Kicker alone and isolated, and they can focus him. They do trade it out, and suddenly they have the site. Art is barely alive. I don't know how he's taking all this damage, but he is still up. And now Jam into the clutch. He can win these, certainly. And does he know the info that Art is low?
He does.
He's got the USP out. He's waiting for the aggressive play. He looks at the top. He sees Art's alive. And Jam is just waiting for it. But now he goes across and he absolutely wrecks him with a USP. Jumps into the air with the USP and leaps to victory 4-3.
I like this from Jam, being aggressive, finding information, confident in his prowess with the AWP, and he will fall back. And look at the banana control being exerted here by BP.
Yeah, really suffocating FURIA. Even at the beginning of these rounds, if you can stop that FURIA playstyle getting the openings, Yekindar wants to do more than that. He wants to open it up himself. Luckily, FURIA do have the setup to deal with the banana aggression, and they are getting that information.
They've never pushed this deep thus far, and they won't be expecting Yekindar, especially with Jame holding this angle. He's been spotted.
They're not going to check, surely.
They shouldn't be checking here. Oh! Okay, Art. He's going to just get destroyed by... So rather, Yekindar's going to get just destroyed by Art, and they know he's low. The nade will finally find him. Art won't survive this time around, so trades will take place. But still a 4v4. And look at the remaining members of FURIA. They're just waiting at the edge of the smoke, and Kicker, double peek comes in, but Flit is able to trade.
That's a good setup from FURIA. Just pulling the crosshair away. You don't really know which target to take down. Flit looking to recover and hold the fort for his team. He swings out. He's not just holding the fort, he's completely eradicating the attacking forces. Caserado launches his way towards the default position, locks in the plant. But now it's a 1 versus 3. All the pressure on this young man's shoulders to win this round for his team. He'll sit in position and wait for aggression from long side, but all 3 players of Virtus.pro are making their way up through short. Caserado needs to be careful, needs to turn around, and it's 1 for Caserado. Can he find more? Jane runs him down with a pistol, and a headshot is good to close it.
Yeah, there's no way he was expecting all 3 members to come in from short, right? He was like, all right, they're going to be coming in from behind him, making a lot of noise, and they just drive by.
So FURIA throwing this halfway banana smoke, using so much utility, just trying to get that banana control. Virtus.pro this time have actually gone for quite a recessive setup on this B site. They will throw some counter utility, now retaking banana. Clear it out with that top banana molly. And just get that information. Now they play behind the half wall. They let FURIA dump their utility at the start of the round, then they just retake it back. Now their T-side is weakened. Art realizes, when we don't have nades, we have a gun, and unfortunately Yekindar snatches it out of his hand and nearly does damage enough to take down a second player. James' position at short. If you have to go elsewhere, you've got to run into James, and that is not that much easier than going into the rifle of Yekindar.
It's like, you got Yekindar on one side, you got James on one side, and smack in the middle, you got Flit. Yeah. It's not comfortable. Perfectly.
Look at the utility.
It's perfectly timed Molotov, and a nade as well from James. Unfortunately, the nade doesn't find any damage done, but just this consistent repositioning and consistent aggression. 40 seconds. They haven't been able to take brackets, they don't have banana control, and VB can just pretty much do whatever they want. Now they're pivoting back towards the B bomb side. And again, you can see the flashbangs to peek towards banana. It's a bit of a fake though, it's a bit of a ruse by Caserado, the player who's low on HP, and they're trying to be sneaky, making their way in towards the A bomb side. This could actually work out.
This is the first time Virtus.pro haven't been wise to their tricks, but James is still over here. First kill with the AWP, still got his teammate up on the balcony as well. Kicker, he's going to deal with a long offensive. That was Yuri's chance. You need to bring down Kicker in that spot. Luckily, it will be the swing out, but it's done. FURIA once again.
Or rather, yeah. Cup of coffee.
Yeah. FURIA need some sort of caffeine boost to get into this T-side of the final round.
They haven't won a single rifle round.
Yeah, it has been... I mean, they've come close, right? They've gotten themselves into some situations. It's just Virtus.pro, which is so good right now. Utility has been on point. And when you have a team that's just so good with utility on the CT side of Inferno, it can almost feel impossible to break through. FURIA trying to remove Yekindar from the sandbags. This time he will whiff his spray. Caserado bests him in the duel. And now it's Buster's turn to hold down the fort. He really hasn't had to do a whole lot because the first pillar of defense has been shutting everything down. But finally a security system fails him. But Buster, he's good enough for 1. Flit tries to get back in as well. And FURIA are coming out on top in the player count. Jam will pull that back into the 2v2. But for the first time in a while, FURIA might actually be able to get the bomb down comfortably.
Safe with the AWP. Art on a measly 8 points of health. One nade from James. If he somehow able to figure out where Art's playing from, it could work out, but they're going to be doubling up together towards Coil. Safe, the first line of defense here for FURIA, just holding the line. Art's going to be pushing on ahead, and Safe's going to be kind of like the bait in case he misses the shot. I like this hole coming in here.
Yeah, you can pick one, fall away to the right side, pull them into the rifle of Art. Here they go. Flash, not good. Kicker gets blinded by his teammate's flash, and Jam jumps across, but it's too ill intent. It's 11-4 coming in at the half, though, for Virtus.pro.
But VP might be able to somehow get past that because they're going to be going for the waterfall out. But after a couple of footsteps, they slowly peel back. And FURIA, because of that, they're going to be reacting to the information gain and going to be heading back into the site.
The hay bale smoke to allow Yekindar. Oh, a better angle, but not better timing. Yuri somehow bests him in that position. Safe able to find one as well, and Virtus.pro are so slow that they've even decided not to go balcony because their teammates are already through B, but Art, he's let him slip by intentionally. Lets Kicker go by deep into the site, removes his head, and now Virtus.pro 2 versus 3. It's still a winnable round. They have information there is at least one player on B, but they still want to commit to this A side of the map, and drops already at range with the USP. Jam close quarters. Now we've seen him do ridiculous, miraculous clutches, in fact. And is he looking to do it again? The first on the Caserado. Bomb plant committed to for Jam. And now looking to get into a better position. Glock at long range, not fantastic, but strong position inside of the mini pit. This could really work for Jam. He's looking for a better weapon. He wants a USP in this situation, but it looks like he's going to have to continue with the Glock. FURIA now double up and begin to encroach back onto this A site. Jam has no utility. He's also low, so body shots can affect him massively. Jam looks, smoke onto it. One kill. Can he get the other through the smoke? The damage is done, but so close, but not enough to get it done. Stolen away inside of this regression at times, and struggled against some of that passive T-side play. Virtus.pro are walking up banana so slowly, clearing it out. FURIA don't have the info of this yet.
Art needs to be careful. That AK-47 is going to be deadly in the hands of Buster. And immediately you can see the AK getting tossed around. But drop blinded out in the open. He's a very uncomfortable spot, and Kicker's going to find him as Yuri catches Flit, who was trying to lurk around. 3 versus 3 here. But a smoke has been deployed. They're going to be able to cross on over and punch the numbers. His bomb will be planted. Buster, 12 HP. Kicker, he's the player who has to be a hero right now. He's the only player with health and Kevlar, 14 and 7, and an AK-47 in his hands.
FURIA just trying to get themselves into prime position. They know how much this round means to a good start in the second half. If they lose this, they're already down too many rounds. Jam goes in towards CT, attacks Caserado, but he comes out on top. The Brazilian will walk over him, but not for long. Kicker alone. 1v3 in total. Second kill picked up, and now just one more. Yuri trying to pull him away, but he can't peel him away from a safe position as Kicker plays with his food, plays with the time, and closes it for 12. Virtus.pro answer back with a hero stay alive.
Last chance saloon here for FURIA on this map. As Yekindar, he's gonna find safe and looking for more. Almost catches Yuri as well. And look at the pressure being exerted towards Banana at the same time. They're rested, they're in Arch, they're in top of mid, and they have Banana as well. Art wouldn't be expecting this.
Drop's not ready at all.
Yekindar holding W and just dismantling every single defender. This one's done, Dinko. GG, go next.
Yekindar is just wrecking them right now. FURIA getting utterly destroyed. Art and Yuri into the 2 versus 5. What can they do? Virtus.pro are everywhere. They are hunting them down. Jam looking up into the apartments confirms the position of one of the remaining 2 players. Under a minute now, and Virtus.pro are just looking for it. Yekindar with the 4K. The beast has been unleashed.
The ace?
And one more. It is Flit that will steal that away, but it's Virtus.pro that go one map up in this grand final, and that's FURIA's map pick. Thrust it away from them.
That was a statement from VP. That was a statement from VP. And if there are other teams, but I feel like we're gonna be really stretching, in all honesty, right? Like it's the individuals as well. Not really. I know Caserado, Yuri's safe. We all know what they can do. But individually, the fact that every single member of VP are stepping up is going to be a problem. But here we go. VP potentially able to take the finals here without dropping a single map, or can FURIA just somehow bring it back.
We'll see what FURIA have in them. The tenacious South Americans can often get themselves into series everybody counts them out of. Virtus.pro looking to be a systematic destruction. We'll see if that is going to be the case here on Overpass. We begin with Yuri and Art in the connector with a double setup in this pistol. One player in the form of Caserado peeking up in towards middle.
Look at the Kindar.
Nothing being spotted.
He's pushing up all the way through Monster. And there's one player holding there. It's going to be safe, but Ikinder somehow crouches way around. He hasn't been seen yet, and is gathering a lot of information. You can see the remaining members of VP slowly peeling away from mid and connector and making their way back towards the B bomb side. The thing is for FURIA, though, the heavy presence towards connector allows a very quick rotation the moment contact is made.
Yukindot trying to get closer towards this site for FURIA. Spotting this as early as possible is so important, and Drop does not see anything. Safe also, but utility begins to come through. Under a minute left in this quad as Virtus.pro thrust themselves in towards the site. Yukindot swings, kill onto Safe is down, and a follow-up from Flit through the smoke. Yuri's support, his step ladder just got removed from his feet.
How did this even know? Oh, drops down to 13 HP as well. Yuri, there's a chance there, but unfortunately it'll quickly slip away, and Yakinder is looking for more. Yuri, however, able to spin around and find Buster. It's a 4v3 as Caserado brings it back for the side of FURIA, but Yuri will be found out, and Caserado drop combined HP of 7 and make that 0 kicker to finish off the final 2 kills, and that was
FURIA, the AWP out and Safe. You want to see some impact out of Safe. We've seen him look so good in this tournament at times. And with that AWP on the CT side, in particular in this round where you're not going to have anybody challenging you down, this should be a round where FURIA can have some impact on that big green.
Safe has been pretty solid thus far in this tournament. It's not like he's been struggling, right? But he hasn't had a superstar performance we've seen when he was playing for Pain. But then again, you got to bring in the caveat that when he was playing for Pain, it's primarily against a lot of South American NA teams.
Yeah,
he's a much more higher level of competition.
And we actually seen him have a star performance against the lower opposition in this tournament, right? When he was playing some of the weaker teams, FURIA dominated them, and Safe was a big part of that. Start of this round has not gone so well for Yuri. Once again goes down, and Virtus.pro look to charge into this B site. Kicker spearheading the attack forward, and spears through the head of Drop. Yukindar butchers Caserado into the ground, and Art finally puts up some resistance, but too little too late. They've got to fight from within the inside, and Flit does go down to Safe's AWP. Virtus.pro still with numbers on the site, and they're paranoid about a flank, and it's just for the right reasons as well, because Buster certainly is beginning that flank.
And I like how Buster's not pushing further, right? They know where both the CTs are. They're trapped inside, and as long as they keep them at bay, as long as they get the bomb down, and Buster just has to play the bomb. They have to go, so either they go for the retake or they go for the hunt to find Buster. And Buster's being very fantastic. However, Yukindar finding Safe, bomb getting planted. Now Art, he's made a couple of footsteps. Buster knows exactly where he is. This is unwinnable, and I'm going to even say that Art is not going to survive. He's going to try and save the AWP, but Buster has a bullet with his name written on it.
It's going to bust him up. Easy. It's around the backside, blah. Art's actually managed to dodge his crosshair for the time being, but Jim, he's even down here. Renard needs to go in towards him. Jim hits the headshot. He'll take that. Thank you very much, the AWP, and Jim didn't pick it up. This can be a stability now for this roster moving forward, something to build on. FURIA have been in a work since Henny left, and maybe they can start to build. Yuri, he's down in connector. Flit does not have anything to build with. His head is on the floor.
Sprayed Mara, sprayed all about Dinko.
Decorations of death metal. Right, Blah?
Okay, I didn't know you were into metal. All right, I'll take it. This is the music later on the flight after the event. Here we go. Flit getting lost early on, so at least something going the way of FURIA. You know, getting that opening pick. Caserado as well. He's taking a bit of damage, but he's going to be pretty okay with that. Yeah, it's 47 HP. Still has the Kevlar and the M4A1. Safe with the AWP though. Has been very, very quiet thus far, but holding towards the A bomb side. He also has Yuri to back him up if needs be. And for VP, really not committing anywhere. They're taking it very, very slow after having lost Flit early in the round. 50 seconds on the clock, and the way they're going about it, it's going to be the B hit coming in, and it is going to be Buster. I thought he was going to try and just sneak on in and get the flank, but instead he's showing his presence towards long, and that's going to bring another CT back towards the A bomb side, leaving the B bomb side with just 2 defenders for the time being.
Drop looking to delay with utility. Needs to be careful he doesn't get caught in this position, and the swing is out. Kesserado not able to help him out. In fact, now Kesserado has been spotted, and he's pinned down in Graffiti. He's taken so much damage on board as well. So Virtus.pro from the man deficit to a 4v4 and positional advantage as well here. Kicker, they know where he is, but they've got to flush him out. They're trying to spam him through the wood, but he's just buying time and distracting for Yekindar, who can easily act as a turret to bring down Art. 3 players left here for FURIA. They are retreating. They have called it off. Their attempt has come to a close, and they will have to try in another round.
Right now, VP are like a scalpel, just dissecting this defense from FURIA. They lose the first player. They go in for the little bit of a ruse towards the A side, draw the 1 player, only 2 defenders there, and immediately crack it open.
All out for Jim. We'll see if he can get involved and be that same dynamic AWPer he was over on Inferno. Flit in connector is actually going to have to deal with some double stack action down here. Yuri up on top of his teammate's head. Flit is worried about that smoke. It's very common one way you can throw. If you boost on the stairway on the right side of that smoke, you can really find success on the CT side, just peeling away with 1 pick. So you do not want to be in that situation.
It's a contact play again, Dinko.
It is indeed. And this
Shadow.
setup with Drop and Kesserado, this is different. This is hard to deal with. Kesserado, though, is going to be dealt with by Kicker. Drops in a position they haven't seen. He drops down into short. Did anybody hear the drop? Doesn't seem like it. They'll smoke him off. They'll molly him just to confirm. And surely they hear that now as Buster begins to track down his prey. But Drop is ready. Takes out Buster. And now a 4v4. Virtus.pro looking to go to 8 rounds. But it is still a very winnable retake for FURIA. Flit spots the head of Art. He tries to get up on top of the boost, but Flit confirms 2. Oh, and Safe and Drop. What can they really hope to get in this round? They're going for Hail Mary wallbangs, and it's just not really getting much done here at all. Safe misses, under pressure. Now it's the retreat, and Virtus.pro are hunting him down. Yekindar sending himself forward. Kicker is the second man in, and Drop saving the AK with a white knuckle grip.
I loved everything about it from VP. I thought he was just going to go for the walkout. I love how Kicker stopped a little bit further away so his shadow was not giving away his position. Flashbang comes in and immediately dispatches off. He's trying to take map control, and here we go. Only battle. A little bit of a pre-fire. Unfortunately, he will be blinded and he will be forced to peel back. Yuri, he's been a problem here for VP, not really allowing them the long control, which has been a good adaptation coming in with FURIA, preventing Buster from getting the long control for free and just being a thorn in the side of the Brazilians. Double up setup still very much in play. This is much better from FURIA. They're poking and prodding, trying to gather information, not really giving up all the free real estate to VP. VP, though, they're waiting. Oh, they're waiting for Drop.
They're waiting for that little peak to come around, but the timing for Yekindar could not be worse, and the timing for Drop has allowed him into this position. He can spot the rest of the forces who are just surely not going to be ready for this. He is going to hear this, he is going to see this, he might even get an opportunity to stop this, but shots go out, unable to do much. Yekindar goes down to the hands of Art. Kesserado only good for 1 in the initial hold, and Virtus.pro are relentless in their attack forward, but Safe is able to handle the pressure. He gets 1, and that's enough to keep FURIA ahead in the player count, and he's repositioning up towards Heaven. But don't forget about Drop. Still at short. Buster certainly didn't, and he took him down. And now a 2v2. Safe trying to get in towards Heaven, trying to find the angle. Yuri removes Jame, and it's all down to Buster into the 1 versus 2 clutch. Can he get 9 for Virtus.pro? The first is clean, and now looking for Yuri. He spots him, and he brings him down. Oh, FURIA, they just can't get it done. It's this tournament. The fact that Kicker is doing this well, it's like pushing for an MVP right now. He's just really looking incredible. Starting to spray away. Speaking of Kicker, he decides to get a flurry of kills to draw the 2 initial kills for FURIA back into even odds again. Oh, this is so rough for FURIA, but Kesserado realizes you can't just sit back, you need to go. But the killing machine of Kicker once again finds impact.
Is the HUD wrong and have like some of the names changed or something? Because it doesn't make sense.
Jame is actually Kicker, right? This is something has to be like messed up.
But Kicker doesn't op.
Yeah, maybe he does now. Who knows?
Is Kicker Yekindar? Like,
what is going on?
I don't know. Maybe ESL. Maybe production can let us know. But
you take off a mask and they're all Sanji.
5 Sanjis in a Sanji
Scooby-Doo
clone
style.
factory.
Got away with it.
Made by launderers, of course. You know, using all the Boxer money, building a Sanji factory.
Sanji factory.
We do fantasy teams. Launderers makes it real.
Rise of the Clone Wars, Sanji edition.
3v2. And they're heading into the site where Yuri is a lone man standing. He hears him slowly creeping up. Og in place. He's gonna find one. Again, trade instantaneous. It's a little bit paranoid where the second player is. They don't know where Safe is. They think they might be doubled up, but with Safe not making his presence felt, bomb will be planted. He sneaks in from behind. It's all about timing, but the Kinder finds him. He gets the kill, however, the 1v1.
Oh, Flitch changes his position to an elevated spot. This isn't an angle you read too well, and Safe is going to have to adjust, and that actually saves his life. One single health point as the millisecond adjustment for Safe got this.
I love watching FURIA. I'm a fan. I want to go to Brazil one day.
You know, you're a glass full guy.
I'm a glass full guy.
Emptiness.
Full of emptiness and misery. But right now, the misery is primarily being felt by FURIA, but that's a start again. Yuri has been winning, getting so many opening picks for FURIA, but they're just not quite able to capitalize on it, apart from a couple of times. That is quite a problem. Safe. Why is Lonesome? Oh, is anyone going to face him, though? It's all about the timing. They went for the double man walk up towards B Shore, trying to gather some information. As Art is going to find Yakinder now. A 3 versus 5. 2 members just making their way up towards A. As Drop catches Kicker, who was on the lurk.
This is good.
This is good. I mean, this should be a win. This should be a guaranteed round number 4 coming in here for FURIA. Safe. There we go. Finds James. Bomb drop. And Buster, as fantastic as it's been thus far, 1v5. Not going to happen.
Well, he's got the first. He'll begin to look for a second victim, but out to the left side, he's now been spotted and really trapped in this position. There's even a flank coming in, so it's limited time. The bomb is nowhere near him, and it is close. 4 rounds are picked up for FURIA, but yeah.
What a lad, though, Buster. And all he has is a deagle. And James like, well, you can have the deagle. There you go. But, all right. M4's bound, got a few smokes, a little early incendiary, which case Serrato's going to immediately extinguish, and he saw that jump. It's going to be an early play coming in here, but the remaining members heading towards long, and James going to find drop. The trade is not possible, and immediately he'll peel all the way back towards the A-bomb side.
Well, that off investment certainly paying off already. Just the first pick of play for VP. Oh, Flitch so close to the spam down into water. Luckily for FURIA, they avoid the brunt of the damage. In fact, they avoid all of it. Art's still up short. And looking down to the right side, he's waiting for someone to make a misstep, step into this crosshair. He's just laid a trap and he's waiting for it to work out, and he will claim a victim. Flit goes down. Buster has no armor, remember that. So that damage is significant. Jam is rotated down to back up his bank account, really, in Buster. And Kiger's starting to move forward, pushing into Caserato. If he goes into the MAC-10, the M4 surely gets this kill. That is so good from Kicker. And now the rest of FURIA desperately trying to leap towards this A site, but there's still players here for VP. Not just any normal players, Yakinder is among them.
And James is already on the A side, and Yakinder will have no trouble finding Safe. And the first round, the rifles come out, and VP, they double FURIA's scoreline, Dinko. Now it's 50%. That's exactly double FURIA's scoreline. There we go. Yuri, last man standing, looking to at least deal a bit of damage, but Kicker will find him. And that is going to be round number 12 for VP. This has been a statement and a half from James and his merry men.
And FURIA this time begin their charge straight through short. They're looking to hit B with some pace here. Looking to get in front of it. James is trying to boost. They're spamming him down to get him off of it. First kills Caserato. Buster goes down. Kicker gets caught with a net in his hand and they're hunting after him. But James is there to back him up. 4 versus 4. Virtus.pro now can slow the play.
Caserato very, very low. Trying to spam through the smoke and hopefully catch Kicker. That is confirmed damage. You know one of the players is very low on the B bomb side. They know James has the AWP. And they have some flashes and a couple of smokes. They could try and go for a fast play towards B, but rotation's already taken place. Look at Yakinder's positioning here. He's so very close. He saw the nade being tossed in as Flit delayed boost coming in, finding drop, and Yakinder is still holding on to it short. And now he's going to be creeping up towards connector. Even if Safe finds A bomb set empty, the bomb needs to be picked up.
Oh, Yakinder assassinates Yuri, puts him in the ground. Caserato, he will recover the bomb. But where will they go with it? Will they even be able to get towards the site? Safe is charging slowly, but he is certainly making way towards A. Starting to clear out these positions, trying to limit the angles that Virtus.pro could be playing from, but the bomb has to get towards him. Yukindar is the player that separates them from the site. Oh, he's looked away. The timing. Oh, Yukindar! He gets timed on and he goes down. And now suddenly FURIA still in with a shot.
CSGO.
Safe position. This is the numbers back. It's into the 2v2, blah.
It's a miracle, Dinko. It's a miracle in Stockholm here. Somehow they might bring this one back. Safe finds yet another one, and somehow a round which looked like it was done and dusted, and VP were going to be crowned the champions in. It's not quite over. Flit now in the 1 versus 2. Bomb has just been planted though, so he's got a bit of time to work with.
Can Flit take his team over the line? The first event outing with a new player this year. Can he pull them through in the 1v2 to give them their first championship? He looks around, but no chances presenting themselves, and as this time begins to tick, his chances in the round win slither away. 1 kill for Flit, time ticking, Kesserado runs away, and Virtus.pro will not close it yet. FURIA stay alive.
I think that's the most CSGO moment we've seen thus far in the tournament. Yes, he did. He's trying to find the kill,
but
in the meantime, Buster with a god-tier flash, and Yukindar with a double. 3 more kills remain for Virtus.pro.
That's the first blow. It's got them back on the ropes. Yukindar's looking for the knockout punch. He starts to climb the ladder. He might slip in behind them. He could cut them at the heel. Stop their attack forward, but Kesserado reads it. He watches their blind side, and the numbers at least down by 1, and not the 2. Just mere moments ago. It's within touching distance here for FURIA to pull back round 23.
Okay, Serrato safe. Art. The veterans and the new player on the team. Everything on the shoulders, man. Disadvantage. Slowly creeping towards the B bomb site. Now, the one advantage they have is the fact that after Yukindar got taken down, VP don't really have much information as to where they could possibly be. But still, they have 2 towards A, 2 towards B. And the 2 players there are going to be Buster and Kickard, who've just been incredible thus far. Kickard especially. Still top fragging tied alongside Yukindar. Here comes the play. They don't have time. They're going to be running on in, and Kickard, he's going to be first point of contact. Does he know? He does. Molotov to flush him out. He's going to be forced out of his position, but a smoke comes in from his teammate. And it is going to be Kickard with a double, and Art left alone in a 1v3. There's nothing he can do, Dinko, and that is going to be it.
And Virtus.pro take the championship here, the ESL Challenger 48. They're able to take them down. The favorites of the competition from day one. Everybody's favorite team heading into this one, Blood. It's expected. The results...